Hello there. I just want to make a quick video. I won't keep you for long. I just saw something, or I saw a post that inspired me to make another post about a post that led to someone making a comment from a page that seemed rather hinky. But anyway, let's just get to it. So yeah, basically I had seen on the Twitter that Robert Kennedy Jr., who I think is running for president, I'm not too sure, I'm Canadian. We got enough problems of our own up here with Castro's bastard. I can't keep up with all the American politics. But anyway, apparently he was commenting on the news that he blames the CIA for his uncle's assassination. And I thought, well, sir, from where my research has led me, or investigating guys like George Bush Sr., Skull and Bones, Freemasons, CIA, guys like my grandpa who were in on it, 33rds, and reading like Bill Cooper's book, Behold a Pale Horse, or studying, eyewitnesses like Jack O'Halloran's testimony about it, that the Bilderberg Commission tasked George Bush Sr. and the CIA with doing the JFK hit, and that Bush got Carlos the Jackal, the most notorious hitman of all time, and this was actually supposedly his first work on American soil, who then was given command of a squad of hitters. One of them may have actually even been my grandpa. He was a high-level guy, and he got to at least here. GCIG. That's like Sith acolytes directly taking orders from Darth Vader himself, kind of high-level guy. And also I've also heard that Woody Harrelson's dad, who was a hitman out of New Orleans, was one of the shooters there that day. But anyway, he posted that, so I thought I'd post this. But then on my Facebook, I noticed this strange Karen Fillion page commented. And I didn't know if it was a fake account or what, but, I don't know, it is what it is. So I just thought I'd make this quick video, because it reminded me of somebody else who was like one rank higher in the military than my grandpa, and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Woody Harrelson, the actor from Cheers. That's why he did the movie Natural Born Killers. His old man was executed for an unrelated homicide in New Orleans, I think. So I mentioned in my comment, not that I think this guy will ever see it or anything, but I was like, basically, sir, I'm pretty sure it was Greer, the driver, who got the kill shot on your uncle. If you really want to blame anybody, it was, this consortium of people answering up to the trilateral families. And I made a video about it, citing all my citations, including a speech from Bill Cooper, who was former military intelligence, who got out and rebuked it all. As far as I know, died a Christian. Died in his front lawn, actually, when the FBI pretty much killed him, from what I gather. So anyway, this Karen Fillion comments, you don't think JFK could have faked his own death? And I was thinking, like, what would even be the point? He was dying of syphilis. He was dying of Atkins disease. He was dying of a bunch of stuff. He wasn't going to live through his presidency. His dad saw this as a noble way of dying better, dying well. His dad just basically offered him up. His dad caused all this to happen, whether he wanted to admit it or not. But again, I get into that here in this video, and all the citations in that bibliography. And she's like, don't rule it out. He wasn't a saint. I'm like, none of them are at that level. You don't get to that level by being a good guy. And I thought to myself, a lot of this goes to the idea that he faked his own death, or that he's a clone, or that he's Jimmy Carter. And no, I don't buy into any of that. It doesn't compute. People die. People get killed. It was about sending a message. According to Bill Cooper, the kill shot from Greer the driver was a pistol that fired a shellfish toxin pellet. So it disintegrates in the brain like other meat, and then the autopsy can be easily flubbed. There's no bullet. And poor Oswald, that guy sure didn't deserve what happened to him, but who am I to say at any rate, right? And all I know is I've only been looking into this topic for about 40 years. When I was a teenager, I saw the film JFK and decided this was bonkers. But then to realize that my grandpa may have been one of the dudes there, that there was supposedly like 17 shots fired. So yeah, I don't know. Call it a topic of obsession for me. But then I also noticed that this woman's page, who is, I don't know, it seems like a bit of a shifty account. Some weird symbolism. Some weird Catholic symbolism. I don't know. Knights of Malta? I condemn anti-Catholicism. Well, Jesus would call the Catholic Church the Pharisees, so there's that. But then her husband's account seems very fake-ish. I don't know. Who knows whose half these accounts are. But the whole iconography, Catholic, pagan, transmogrification thing aside, the first thing this name reminded me of was this psychopath, who apparently is still alive. The idea that these Satanist types, Luciferian types, are high-level military guys, and nobody knows about it or seems to care, that should concern people. Like I says, this guy is like one rank, or I think he's one rank, or he was one rank above my grandpa. Why are all these Luciferian guys running these police organizations? But as far as this, I don't know if that's a real page or not, but I pray protection from such people. And as far as the title, that's just inspired by a Pearl Jam song. Who's got the brain of JFK? What's it mean to us now? And yeah, what can I say? I've been looking into this topic for a while. And let's keep it real with the blue pills. 1 row, 2 row, 3 rows in the car. The whole Mandela effect garbage that there were only 2 rows, those were pictures from a movie or from a Quantum Leap episode. So there's that. Or the idea that people actually think Jackie O was the one who killed him. No. And I get into why that's bollocks in my video here as well. So yeah, prayers go out to all the people in these Illuminati families that don't want anything to do with this, that don't want anything to do with these people's politics. They get caught up in this, like me and my family. Like this guy, his uncle was murdered. And it's the most famous hit in history. And people wonder why he's running for president. Well, he's probably a little more than a little obsessed with it, I'd imagine. I mean, I know what it feels like to have someone in your life killed, or survive a botched hit and die later. Whether it's the lowest level street hit or the highest level stuff like this. I know what it feels like. So prayers go out to this guy. I mean, I don't know. I have to look into him, see what kind of president he would be. But is he wearing a blue tie or a red tie? Is he Democrat, Republican? Not that it matters. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video because I thought that was weird. That this person's married to somebody whose name is awfully familiar. But whatever, I don't know. I don't know what accounts are real and what are fake anymore. And I just thought I'd make this quick video about it. So peace out, baby.